then they started arguing, and God said, we're not going to have this. And he mixed up all the languages. Do you remember that now? Yeah, okay. My second question is, it has to do with today. What does laughter mean? I feel weird with that in my face. What does it mean? What does laughter mean? What does it mean to laugh? When you're mad and people laugh at you? Well, that's not nice, is it? And you said when something's funny? What were you going to say, Antonio? When someone's making funny faces? Show me your best laugh. I'm going to hear it. Laugh. That's a good one. Do you laugh? Show me your laugh. Matthew, laugh for me. Is that your laugh? Like that? How do you laugh, Anna E? A sweet little laugh, or we could laugh like hee 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 like that. Well, your story today is called Son of Laughter. That's kind of a weird title, isn't it? Son, not like sun in the sky, but like hijo, son. Like you're someone's son, son of laughter. I wonder what that means. Let's read it and find out. And remember, those people from the Tower of Babel, they had been fighting. So it picks up there. It said, years passed and things didn't get any better. People were still just as cruel and mean to one another. They still got sick and died. God's world was still full of tears. It was never meant to be like this. But God was getting ready to do something about it. He was going to make all the wrong things right, and he was going to do it through a family. Abraham, God said, how many stars are there? Do you know how many stars there are? 1 million? Hey, last night, wait. Last night I was taking out the trash, and I looked up, and there was this huge moon. It was kind of yellow, and it was beautiful. And I thought, that's why my kids have been acting crazy. Because people say that sometimes. If the moon is full, that people act weird. And I think it's true. But then I saw the stars. And could you ever count them? There's so many. Hold on just a second. Sit down. God was about, where was I? How many stars are there? Okay. God was about to tell his friend a wonderful secret. Let me see, Abraham said. And he started rolling up his sleeves. And he was getting ready to count those stars. 900. Oh, sit on your bottom. People behind you can't see. Sit down. Sit down. 993, 994, 997. Uh-oh. No, wait. So he started over. 1, 2, 3. Of course he kept losing count. Too many stars, he said. He couldn't. There's millions. He couldn't count them all. Here's Abraham. That's the guy that God was talking to. And this is Abraham's wife, Sarah. It's not really a picture of them because we don't know what they look like, but this is what the artist decided to draw them like. Guess what? God laughed. I will give you so many children and grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren, you won't be able to count them either. Abraham couldn't help giggling at such a wonderful idea, but he stopped himself. How could he have a family? Don't be silly. He didn't have any children, let alone grandchildren. He wiped away a tear. Anyway, it was too late for him to start having babies at his age. He was 99 years old, just a little bit older than Mr. Luis. Just a little bit. But he has babies. What could God mean? Abraham, God said, believe me. And God told Abraham his secret rescue plan. Abraham, I will make your family very big, God promised, until one day your family will come to number more than even all the stars in the sky. Abraham looked up at the dark night sky, thick with stars. You will be my special family, my people, and through you, everyone on earth will be blessed. It was an incredible promise. God was going to rescue the world through Abraham's family. One of his great-great-great-great-grandchildren would be the child, the promised one, the rescuer. But it's too wonderful, Abraham said. How can it be true? Is anything too good to be true? God said. Is anything too wonderful for me? So Abraham trusted what God said more than what his eyes could see. That's called faith. When we trust more what God says than what we can see with our eyes. Can you sit down, please? Now, when Abraham's wife, Sarah, heard God's promise, she just laughed to herself. But it wasn't a happy laugh. It had tears in it. She had always wanted a baby. Could her dream come true? Could she really have a baby when she was 90 years old? No, of course not. Don't be silly. It was far too late. Sarah didn't believe God could do what he promised. She had forgotten that when God says something, it's as good as done. Of course, it was as easy for God to give her a baby son as it was for him to make all those stars in the sky. Sure enough, 9 months later, just as God had promised, Sarah gave birth to a baby boy. They named him Isaac, which means, here it is, son of laughter. Son of laughter. It's what Isaac means. That's what his name means. And Sarah laughed, but this time it was a glorious, happy laugh. Her dream had come true. God would do as he promised. He would always look after Abraham's family, his special people. And one day, God would send another baby. A baby promised to a girl who didn't even have a husband. But this baby would bring laughter to the whole world. This baby would be everyone's dream come true. Who do you think they're talking about? What baby is that? I think that baby that they're talking about that's going to come later is the baby Jesus. Because he's our reason to laugh, isn't he? He set us free from our sin. All right. Thank you for being such great listeners. Next week, your story is the present.